For my final project, I decided to focus on chronic stress. I will start with going over causes, symptoms, definition, and treatment. Then I thought I would talk about how chronic stress affects me in my life. A couple disclaimers to the video. You will probably hear screaming or crying children, maybe a barking dog. I can't stop it. I can't get away from them. I'm never alone, so it's just going to be part of the video. Also, I will probably make a lot of mistakes in this video, but I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone, and that's just part of it. So stress is defined as a physical or emotional way the body responds to emotional pressure. Chronic stress is chronic persistent stress that lasts over a long period of time. Stress can be on a normal part of your life, and the body's response can actually be helpful if we're in a threatening situation. The problem comes when the stressors never go away, the fight or flight response doesn't shut off, and those extra hormones start to affect your body and mind in a negative way. The causes for chronic stress are family dysfunction, daily life, trauma, money, health issues, work, life changes, emotional disorders like depression. Really anything you can think of can lead to stress. We're going to go over the symptoms, but I have it kind of divided into categories because it affects different parts differently. So we're going to start with emotions. It can cause you to be irritated, anxious, agitated, depressed, feeling guilty, feeling negative, being overwhelmed, hopeless, resentful, powerless, moody, and lonely. With your mind, you can lose your sense of humor, have constant worry, have the inability to concentrate or learn new things, difficulty making decisions, forgetful, racing thoughts, and a general foggy feeling. With the body, it can cause headaches, neck and back pain, stomach pain, upset stomach, jaw pain from clenching your teeth, dizzy, heart palpitations, chest pain, low sex drive, frequent colds, increased blood sugar, increased blood pressure, increased cholesterol, and sweating. With behavior, it can make you overeat. It can cause an increase in smoking or for someone to begin smoking. You can spend more money, have an increase in alcohol intake or begin to drink, use drugs or abuse prescriptions, sleep too little or sleep too much, isolate yourself from friends or family, bite your nails, neglect responsibilities, exercise too little or not at all. And with your health, it can cause depression, lead to diabetes, hair loss, heart disease, hyperthyroidism, obesity, OCD, anxiety, tooth and gum disease, ulcers, skin problems like acne and psoriasis, impaired memory, and infertility. The treatment of chronic stress, there isn't really too much. They say the best thing is like a healthy diet and a regular exercise program, finding a relaxing hobby, calming your thoughts. Sometimes anti-anxiety meds are given if there's a big anxiety component to the stress, and cognitive behavioral therapy to help find the big cause of your stress, help you find ways to cope with the stress, or help you find ways to relax when under extreme pressure and stress. think I'm going to talk about my story with stress now. It's kind of why I picked it, because I know it well. I have been dealing with chronic stress my entire life. I have always been diagnosed as depressed, and nothing has worked. Antidepressants don't do anything. As an adult, my stress has only increased dramatically. My three biggest stressors are money, my children, and school. Mostly pharmacology. It's backwards in there, but it's pharmacology. If I don't pass that class, I will probably have to be committed somewhere. The symptoms that I notice I have are irritability, easily agitated, anxious, like doing this video is causing extreme anxiety, moody, overwhelmed. I think I say I'm overwhelmed like 100 times a day. I feel lonely because nobody understands how I'm feeling. It's hard to explain what's going on in your head, that something simple can make you feel like you're going to have a complete meltdown. Daily headaches, backaches, dental issues from grinding my teeth at night, and I clench my jaw during the day. I've had heart palpitations and chest pains. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night thinking I'm having a heart attack. Unexplained stomach pains. I will overeat, and then instead of not exercising, I will over-exercise to try to make up for it. Like, I will obsess about exercising. If I think I can't get a workout in, that's pretty much a horrible feeling. I sleep too little because I wake up and my mind is just racing, and I made this to show that's kind of how my mind feels. I have things that I need to focus on, like homework and school and kids and my family, but then over top is just a big mess of how my mind feels, of worry. Biting my nails. I bit my nails the entire time I wrote the notes for this. Hair loss. I will probably be bald by the time I'm 40. OCD, and the more I stress, the worse it gets. For me, stress makes me clean. I will obsess over how clean the house is, which is horrible when you have 4 kids, a husband, and 2 pets. It's never clean. And at the moment, I'm obsessing about my eyebrows. My eyebrows. It's like, seriously, who cares? But to me, they're uneven, and it bothers me. I'll probably go look at them when I'm done with this. I obsess over my grades. I will literally check Moodle gradebook every half hour or more a day. It's crazy. I have negative thinking mostly towards myself. Like, I'm not smart enough. I'm not nice enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not pretty enough. I want perfection, which is not possible and completely ridiculous. I have constant worry. I'll lie awake thinking, what if this, what if that, what if there's a fire and we don't hear, what if someone breaks in. It's crazy. My worry has led me to get up in the middle of the night and check my homework at 3 o'clock in the morning. Insane. My memory is horrible. I can't remember anything, even when I write myself notes. I have a hard time focusing. I can't concentrate on what I'm studying. I don't smoke or drink, but some days I really wish I had a couple bottles of wine to get me through the day. But I don't. So, in other words, I'm a total mess, and it's amazing I can function. But at least I have my sense of humor for now. Biggest hot topic regarding chronic stress is how ignored it is. It's called the silent killer for a good reason. I mean, it can lead to heart disease. You can have a heart attack from stress. But we push it aside as it'll go away, we'll get over it, just push through another day, keep going. It requires serious attention, and it needs to be stopped instead of just waved aside. I have personally gone to my doctor 3 times since May, telling him how stressed I am, and he each time has brushed it aside and said, it's just daily stress. Which I took his word for it until I started researching for this project, and he's wrong. Wrong. Going forward, how I can use this information going forward is to help myself first. I have to demand help. Otherwise, this will kill me sooner than later. Because I already feel the effects. I have meltdowns over silly, insignificant things, and it takes a toll. Stress doesn't take just a toll on the person feeling stress. It affects your family life, your work life. I mean, my marriage has had struggles because of my stress. My poor husband probably thinks I'm insane, and I can't blame him. So it's a pretty serious issue that should be taken not so lightly. So I will either find a new doctor or tell my doctor that enough is enough and it has to stop. Refer me to somebody that can help me. I need to really look for something to do as a hobby to relax me, if my kids will let me. Finishing school will help, that's for sure. I need to take more time for myself. When I do have time to myself, it's spent studying or doing homework, which just, it has to be that way until I'm done with school, but 10 minutes to myself to do nothing won't hinder my schoolwork. I've also noticed some alarming symptoms in a couple of my younger kids, like anxiety and anger, and I worry that my stress is starting to affect them and now they're getting stressed. So really it has to be stopped so my kids don't grow up as screwed up as I am. Nobody wants that for their kids. So I think that kind of is my story, and hopefully I hit all of the points required in the assignment. I hope it wasn't too horrible to watch this. Thank you.